Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of staying at a resort view deluxe studio at Disney's Boardwalk Villas in the EPCOT resort area. I hope you enjoy the pros and cons and whether or not you are going to be staying there on your next trip, vacation, or getaway. I hope that my information will provide you the necessary tips in order to see whether or not booking this one of a kind room at Disney's Boardwalk Villas is right for you. And I hope to see you in all my other videos. Thank you. So I would just like to get a little bit of context on this stay. This stay happened to be for just one night, and this was a one night in October. It was just one adult in the room, and with this room, it had been refurbished either last year or the year previous to my stay. And so I just really think to start off with the pro is that it was a new room. So the decorations were new, the furniture was new, so that it provided a better experience than what it was before. Although I never had a chance to stay in the old rooms, I just heard that the old rooms really needed that refresh. So I would say a pro is that Boardwalk is a centrally located resort, and so your room is going to be close to two theme parks, Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot. So the Crescent Lake Resort area, and with your deluxe studio room resort view, that is actually going to land you closer to the Hollywood Studios side. So I found that my room was really close to the bus stop. My room happened just to be right outside of the area where you can walk. There's like a little pathway before you get to the main lobby porte cochere, and so you can just little walk path to the bus stop, or you can get out of your room and go to Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is just around the corner, or you can walk about equidistant to Epcot International Gateway. So that is a pro of all of the rooms at Boardwalk, but specifically I like this resort view just because you are going to be either on a lower floor or closer to that bus stop than other rooms. Now, that could be seen as a con for some because if you are one to be dropped off at the front lobby, then you could have a little ways away. I know my particular room I was having a hard time finding because there are different wings of the Boardwalk Villas, and so you had to go down the stairs, and my room was almost at the very last of the hallway, so you just kept walking and walking, and you really felt like this shouldn't be the same resort, but it is. And so just keep that in mind. If you are driving, then it is wonderful because those resort view rooms are going to be really close to that parking lot. Now, what I would say about the deluxe studio is that for one person, it has plenty of room. For two people, it has plenty of room. For three and four adults, plenty of room. Now, the fifth person, I would say, would be a little bit tight with the amount of space in this room. It can fit five because it has that pull-down bed below the TV. But I find that if you were trying to find some storage for all your luggage, I could just see that that fifth sleeper could be a little bit difficult. Now, I'm going to overlay some of the room tour that I did that you can look at my channel for, but just to see the updated artwork and updated bedding for the room just highlights the resort really well. I know that if you are going to the boardwalk, it does have like that black and white touch where there's not a lot of color in the studio. So if you find rooms to be bland, this might be a con for you. Now, I would say that when you get up to the one bedroom, that is a different story, although I have not stayed in a one bedroom, and hope to in the near future. Just provide some information on the deluxe studio side of the resort. It is one of the most affordable in terms of points per night room at Walt Disney World. Those resort view studios are really hard to get. I was lucky to be able to find one after looking multiple days. And if you have a chance to get a few nights in a row in a resort view, your points will definitely go farther than if you were to stay at a pool or even a boardwalk view room. Even the beach club rooms are not even that low. The resort view rooms are among the best value. Um, Now, because you are at the end of the hallways or at the end far of the resort, you're kind of far away from all the amenities. Although at the time of recording, there were a few restaurants that weren't open yet. So just keep that in mind with Boardwalk is that it is still a work in progress. They are closing restaurants and are slowly building that up. But I hope that in your upcoming stay that this would be not the case. I hope you appreciated my thoughts on this room and hope that if you want to stay in a Boardwalk View room, that you would choose a resort view versus a pool garden view. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one.